Welcome, everybody. It is time for our final reveal. We have spent a lot of time in this build. A lot. We spent 9 stream days getting this all built up. And finally, I have set the lighting and set the mood. And thought maybe we could do a walkthrough. I think what we're going to do is kind of go through and build node first, just so you can get a good idea of everything. And then we'll try to maybe go do a little first person something. See if everything comes together properly. We'll find out. I think the lighting already looks pretty cool. I'm seeing it in my stream manager. I think that looks pretty neat. So we'll get started in just a second. Thank you for joining me. We're here for another day and another build, but this time a build reveal. Alright, let's get into it. So this is our spooky French Quarter. I love how, because I went live a little to set the lights, there's birds and everything. It gives a total vibe. This is our spooky French Quarter. This house houses our candles and crystal shop, our fortune teller's den, and her studio apartment. We have a vampire nightclub right here in the middle. Definitely looking all spooky. And then these two spots down here are your apothecary and witchy plant shop with studio apartment, and your witchy tomes and books and spells store, top and bottom, with the studio apartment. Down here we also have our kind of creepy graveyard, because you can't have a French Quarter style build without a graveyard, in my opinion at least. So I just made this look kind of beat up and old, unkempt. It needs some taking care of. Graves are all leaning all over the place, but somebody still comes out here and lights some candles. So we'll come over here. Hopefully everything is working correctly. And we'll start at the bottom with our crystals and candle store. This is where you can get all of your witchy candle needs. And everything is lit so it's glowing wonderfully. Up here you can also have your Harry Potter style floating candles, your choice. It's your magic. And in the back, we have our crystal shop. Made this one a little brighter so that you can see your selections. And so the crystals all shine. So we'll come out back and we'll head up the outdoor stairs to the fortune teller's space. Whoop. Step right in. Have your fortune told in this nice, relaxing environment. She can tell 4 fortunes at a time, so if you want to come as a group, feel free to do so. Just very relaxing. Blues, blacks, nice and witchy. And then come through here to her studio apartment. Kind of simple, but relaxing. When your fortune teller needs a day off, she can come cook in her big kitchen. It's a big kitchen for a studio space. And then with each of these spaces, they have their own galleries. They are galleries because they are held up by posts. So they are not balconies. I just realized the lights are making these all appear kind of slightly different color, but they were all brown. So we're gonna come down our Rue du Song. Hello, Eris. This is my vampire. We're gonna come down the street and into our Witchy bookstore. Where you can find all of your witchy book needs. It's kind of magical in here, mystical, a little Harry Potter-esque, if I do say so myself. You can get some coffee, you can relax on the bench seating. And this little cat right here is a shout out to Miss Simshire, who has been along for this build. Upstairs, more books, more tomes, more spells, places you can relax and brush up on your witchy magic. And outside, we follow these stairs to our first studio apartment of these buildings. And this is where your little book owner lives. It's simple, it's quaint, it's warm, it's inviting, it's cute. So we'll head back downstairs and into our apothecary and supplies store. Here you can buy all of your potion and supply needs, along with all of your plant desires. We sell some plants down here at the bottom, and follow these stairs up, 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 and we sell all of your plant needs here. Anything you might need to start making your potions. And a little bit of fall if you want to start decorating with some pumpkins. She's a beauty. And then we also head out and up to enter in to the studio apartment for the apothecary. Also simple, also quaint, but relaxing and cozy. A perfect place to study for making your spells. These studio apartments do have little studio bathrooms on each. Again, quaint, small, warm. And that is our shops. So, for the pièce de résistance, for the French Quarter, we are going to head inside. Hello, Eris. We're going to head inside to our vampire nightclub. Here on our first floor, you have our main bar and our feature dance floor where you can see all the coffins of the vampires who run this place, who run our little corner of the French Quarter. You can dance on the dead, if you will. And on the sides, we have our little cage-style seating, because maybe they decide to trap the mortals every now and then when they have too much to drink. And then we'll head upstairs to our second floor that houses a second bar, so you don't have to go all the way downstairs if you don't want to, and completely overlooks the first floor. Tons of seating, tons of candles, warm, warm red, like the color of blood. Give you a nice little view of that. And all along the outside you can sit if you'd like and enjoy the French Quarter air. And then finally, we'll head up to our third floor where we also have more of the VIP style seating, lots of tables and chairs, plenty of room, double candle chandeliers, because why not? We have these cool little feature mirrors lit and put together for a nice little pop of frill, gothic frill. Can the vampires see themselves? You tell me. And on this floor, we also have our bathrooms. Private stalls with the old fancy... Oh, what is going on here? Of course. This is why we... What even is that? Oh, it's that. Oh well, we're just gonna pretend like it's not there. Our private fancy bathrooms. And this is our lovely vampire nightclub. And you can see straight down from the third floor. So anyone in house can get a view of their vampire masters. How does this come across to you guys? On my screen, it's a red-orange. It's not so red. but I'm seeing on my laptop it might be a little redder for you than it is for me. I did a nice little mix of reds and oranges. And that is our spooky French Quarter. So let's maybe try to get in and see some things in first person. We'll go live. Hello, darling. Isn't she lovely? If I were a vampire, I would be just like Miss Eris Bishop here. Guess you could say she's an alter ego. And you catch little things in first person that you don't quite catch in build mode, like how these don't fit. But that's just Sims for you. And we could totally take her in absolute first person, which we might do. This kind of gives a little bit better of a view though. But we could start seeing some things from her eyes. What do you think? I like how it feels at night. It's nice and cozy. Definitely cute little areas to study. Could hang out on the floor with some pillows and a good book and a cup of coffee that you've made downstairs. Or maybe you'd prefer cocoa or cider. It's a magic shop. You can have whatever you want. Lovely. And across the street, you get a nice view of some townhomes, all festively decorated. What would you like to purchase in our shop tonight? You tell me. Maybe some magic candy? Maybe some magic potions? Maybe a pumpkin or a broom. Your needs can be fulfilled here at our apothecary. Anything you may need, including some urns, some ghosts, some funkiness, plants of any kind. And if you don't have it, we can order it. What kind of starters would you pick? What kind of pumpkins would you pick? Maybe some flowers or some ferns. Or plenty of succulents. We have it all. Would you relax in this little studio? Kind of the older style counters. Definitely big enough to make a meal in here. Would you relax better in this studio next door? Would you take the graveyard, cut through to the other stores? Ooh. What kind of crystals would you like to purchase? Do you need a crystal ball? Or maybe a wand? Or a broom? Do you need some just cut gemstones? Or some raw crystal? Do you need some candles? Because we have plenty. Some even float. Because it's magic. How did that end up in here again? Oh man. How did that end up in there again? Let's go move our mailbox. I already moved it once. And it just decided that it wanted to pop itself right back out. Ugh. Would you take the spooky path next to the vampire nightclub and into the graveyard? Or would you like to head on upstairs? Again, have that fortune told. What would you ask the fortune teller? Would you be brave enough to hear the truth of what lies ahead? Or would you like to be the fortune teller herself and relax in her little studio? Would you do all your studies in here? I think it looks pretty cool. So how about we take Miss Eris to have a seat up here on the second floor. Which way is she gonna go?
I don't think the fog's the biggest thing to worry about.
Gotta have a werewolf clock. You gotta know what time it is. Oh, did I lead her up to the third floor? Even better. She's not a full vampire yet, so she can see herself. What do we think?
Uh-huh.
She likes it. She's interested.
A little too quiet, if you ask me. Just to reiterate.
I want to toggle my cursor. How about we have her
Cursor just on its right. That's it.
check out the bathrooms? Where are my countertops? Where are my countertops? Guys, we had countertops just like that. They disappeared on me. And no sinks. We had countertops, but I apparently forgot the sinks.
Well, this is opposite.
You Sims builders know how it is. There's always going to be something with these big builds. So we'll go back to live mode. So yeah. Let's go have her stand here and admire herself. And see what it looks like. The only thing missing is some awesome music. Preening away.
Oh. Hmm. Ospa. Hippowa.
How about we have her walk back downstairs and have a seat at the bar? I love how she looks at herself every time. What do we think? Pretty impressive, huh? I love it. With a spot of blood just for her. Would you guys party here? Where to next? Maybe have her... I hope she's not going to change her outfit if we go outside. Whoop. Back down we go. How about we have her tour some shops a little better? Hopefully she won't be
Anybody got a stick?
changing that outfit.
Hibbaway.
Fireball works.
She's feeling flirty. I think this is great. Ooh. Let's have her make the walk around. Nope, nope. Don't change into your your ugly outfit. Jeez. What if we change her into her evening gown instead? There.
Mostly alive.
Definitely would be her. We're following along Rue du Sang, or Blood Street in French.
Ooh.
Ooh. I guess we have to pop on out of here. Why don't you head over here, my dear?
Oh. Oh.
Nice view of the creepy graveyard. Have a seat. Magic.
Yibs.
Magic indeed. How about find a spot up here? A chance to relax. Okay. Let's see how she decides to get into the apartments. Ooh. Ask me what?
Should we save this mayor or leave him?
I don't know what the mayor's done. Leave him.
No, we gotta leave him.
Into our little apothecary studio again. Oh, all of the little specters.
Oh, Gibbs.
Did she change her clothes again? She's always... Okay, there she's back in it. Changed her clothes just for a quick walk next door. Awesome. Oh, looks like some of our pumpkins are floating. It is magic after all. It is magic after all.
In a world where one argues with the dead.
Oh,
She likes all the spaces. It's a lovely night for a stroll in the graveyard. Yep, she is mine. Loving the graves. Can she have a seat? Which way is she gonna go?
Chupaza! Pues!
She won't walk through the plants. Whoop. Lovely. Well, guys and ghouls, dolls and thralls. That is our spooky French Quarter build completed. What do you guys think? My favorite spot is this bar. Without a doubt. How about we take one more pass to the top? VIP. Drinks on me. Let me see
Nuke
what
beam. Shorg.
let me see what you're working with. Well, how did you get through here then? How did she get through here? If you somehow got stuck. We just need some good vampire music. Picture, I don't know, some Nine Inch Nails, some Rob Zombie. If you're into the rock star kind of vampire. Hi, darling.
Pruglum. Hairglob arene.
Uh-huh. Perfect spot. I agree. How about sit here too?
Chupaza. Pues.
Oh, apparently we can't. We're a little too close. With that seat. I make them more for the builds than I do the play.
Ah.
It's pretty awesome. I think that's a tight squeeze. So interesting.
Hmm.
Autoballs. Roll out.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
Back to where it
Oh.
began.
It's a vampire vibe. And on that note, everybody, I think we're going to call this tour to a close. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed the vibe as much as I have enjoyed creating the vibe. It took me 9 in-stream days and a little bit behind the scenes to adjust lighting and figure out all the good stuff that I needed to make this tour special. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you all will come find me on my next builds. Until then, catch you on the flip side.